is the ultimate home buyer's guide if you're looking to buy a home this year. Right now, the interest rates hover around 6.11 to 6.26, which is slightly up from previous days. That's a 30-year fixed mortgage. The 15-year fixed mortgage rate is approximately 5.50 to 5.625. Rates have remained relatively stable, though some forecasts suggest potential drops due to economic reports, right? We know the president is trying to get the interest rates lower, trying to stimulate things, shake up the feds. Some people are against that. We're just going to talk numbers, right? So buying a home in 2026 requires focusing on total monthly affordability, right? You think about taxes, insurance, HOA fees, if you live in an HOA community, right? Rather than just price. As rates stabilize now, key 2026 strategies include securing mortgage pre-approval early. So now it's winter time. As a buyer, this is when you might want to start looking at pre-approvals, right? Because those are normally good for 4 months. So if you're thinking about buying in the spring, it's a good time to get your pre-approval. This might be a good time because the market is not as flooded with buyers. So you might get a deal. The market has kind of slowed down a little bit, starting to pick back up compared to last year. But when you think about pandemic and early post-pandemic, the market was booming and it was a seller's market. Right now, buyers kind of got some leverage, but it may tilt back towards the sellers, especially if the interest rate drops and we get more buyers in the market. You know, supply and demand. So the more buyers we get, the more sellers feel like they can charge you an arm and a leg, right? So right now, when things are still kind of favoring our buyers, maybe a good time, even though it's cold, but you don't have that many buyers out there. So your offer may be stronger now than in a few months. Something to think about. So you want to focus on getting your securing your pre-approval early, focusing on a long-term 5 to 7 year sustainability. You're thinking about, can you maintain this lifestyle for at least 5 to 10 years? Exploring energy efficient homes is a good thing, and using the 3-3-3 rule. So 3 homes, 3 neighborhoods to reduce decision fatigue. You don't want to go. I've shown houses to people, showing them tons of houses. One buyer started at the start of 1 year, and it was almost the entire year we were looking, which is not advised by, a lot of realtors don't like that. I tend to lean more towards customer service, but sometimes you wonder, is the juice worth the squeeze, right? For buyers, even when you sell things in, let's say, a retail store, for instance, the more options you show a buyer, the more confused they sometimes be. So you want to kind of glean information from them as an agent, target what fits them, and then go there. You don't want to stare people and, push them away from things they want. But as a knowledgeable professional, you want to use the numbers and their preferences to find them the best options. So what I recommend normally to clients is we find 6 or 7 homes, hit it on a weekend or a weekday, whatever works for you. You make a choice and we go from there, because once you start touring houses, every house is going to have something you like, something you don't like. Some people say they found the perfect home, but there's always something about a house you're not going to like particularly. Maybe not even the house, maybe the neighbors, maybe the neighborhood. So there's always something that you may have to compromise a little bit on, or you can fix when you get in, right? So you don't want to be looking at too many houses.
Your ultimate hub for real estate insights, breaking news, entrepreneurial wisdom, investing strategies, and self-development hacks. If you're ready to expand your mind and stay ahead of the game floor, you're in the right place. Subscribe now. Your future self will thank you.